Hello, today I will talk a little about DiCaprio. Listen and see the photos. Do not forget to subscribe and like. Reviewers noted, sloppy, messy presentation. The Netflix streaming comedy Don't Look Up, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence, received a low rating on review-aggregator site Rotten Tomatoes. DiCaprio's hero is astronomer Randall Mindy. He and his fellow scientist Jennifer Lawrence, find a comet heading straight for Earth and try to prove to people that humanity is in danger of death. It turns out to be difficult. The film also stars Meryl Streep, Jonah Hill, Tyler Perry, rapper Kid Cadi, Ariana Grande and others. Biography: American actor and film producer. It was named after Leonardo da Vinci. Parents divorced when Leonardo was a year old. As a child, the future actor lived mainly with his mother. DiCaprio's career began with filming in commercials and educational films at a very young age. Then he switched to television series. He made his film debut in the horror film Critters 3. He played his first major role in the drama, This Boy's Life, where he was accompanied by Robert De Niro and Ellen Barkin. For his next work, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, where 19-year-old Leo played the role of a mentally retarded teenager, he received Oscar and Golden Globe nominations. He gained wide popularity after the release of the epic melodrama, Titanic, sharing the glory of Hollywood's young hope with his partner on the set, Kate Winslet. Since that moment, almost every film with his participation can boast of large box office receipts and positive, in the worst case, neutral reviews from critics. With his film works, Leonardo DiCaprio has established himself as a talented artist, extremely picky about new projects. In numerous interviews, the actor likes to remind of his Russian roots, his maternal grandmother, Elena Stepanovna Smirnova, moved from the USSR to Germany, where she got married and took her husband's surname, Indenburken. Donates part of royalties to environmental protection and charity. He was repeatedly nominated for the Golden Globe and Oscar. The only child of comic book author George DiCaprio, born November 30, 1943, and court clerk Ermelyn Indenburken, born 1943. The father has half Italian, from Naples, roots, half German, from Bavaria. Mother was born in the West German or Erkenschwick in a bomb shelter of the German Wilhelm Indenburken and the Russian emigrant Helena Indenburken, née Elena Stepanovna Smirnova, 1915 to 2008. Who after the October Revolution was taken to the empire by her parents from the Russian. In 1955, Wilhelm and Helena emigrated to the United States. In 2010, at the Tiger Summit, DiCaprio, in a conversation with Vladimir Putin, said that Helena, despite the fact that she was 2 years old when she was taken to Germany, could speak Russian, and that his grandfather, without specifying on which line, was also Russian. So I'm not a quarter, but half Russian. DiCaprio got the name Leonardo thanks to his mother, as he first moved in her stomach when she looked at paintings by Leonardo da Vinci. When DiCaprio was 1 year old, his parents divorced, and the son stayed with his mother. DiCaprio lived in Los Angeles neighborhoods such as Eco Park and 1874 Hillhurst Avenue while his mother worked multiple jobs. He attended Sid Elementary School, then entered the Los Angeles Advanced Sciences Center, (N), where he studied for 4 years. Then he went to John Marshall High School. According to DiCaprio, he did not like schools at all. Therefore, since at that time he had already started an acting career, he constantly asked Ermelyn to let him leave them so that he would have more time to go to auditions and thereby improve their financial situation. He eventually dropped out of high school after 3rd grade when he got his school-wide certificate of secondary education. DiCaprio made his acting debut at the age of 2, when he performed an impromptu dance at a performance festival. As a child, regarding his future profession, DiCaprio contemplated becoming a biologist or an actor. He finally made a choice in favor of the acting profession after his older half-brother Adam Ferrar earned $50,000 by acting in only one advertisement. He found an agent who liked both his haircut and his name. He starred in more than 30 commercials and several TV series, Santa Barbara, The New Adventures of Lassie, Rosanna, and others. 1991 to 1995 DiCaprio's debut in cinema was the comedy horror film, Critters 3. Since 1991, he starred in Growing Pains, but soon left to star with Robert De Niro and Ellen Barkin and starring Tobias Wolff in This Boy's Life. In 1993, DiCaprio, along with Johnny Depp, played in Lasse Hallström's drama What's Eating Gilbert Grape. In this film, he portrayed Arnie, Gilbert's mentally retarded brother who needs constant supervision and who could die at any moment. The film was a critical success, and for his acting, 19-year-old DiCaprio was first nominated for a Golden Globe and an Oscar in the Best Supporting Actor category. In 1995, DiCaprio landed a role in Sam Raimi's Western, The Fast and the Dead, where he also starred Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman and Russell Crowe. He also starred in the film, Total Eclipse, as the poet Arthur Rimbaud, who fell in love with his older colleague, the poet Paul Verlaine, actor David Thewlis, to whom he sent his poems. And Verlaine, appreciating his extraordinary talent, invited him to come to Paris. DiCaprio replaced Rivera Phoenix, who died during the filming of the film. The actor masterly played homosexual affection, connection and passion, with endless absence, libations, vagrancy. Meeting separations of two complex creative personalities in the era of conservative values after the suppression of the Paris Commune. However, despite positive reviews from critics, the film did not have much success at the box office. Source not specified. 529 days after this work, DiCaprio played the main role in the film adaptation of Jim Carroll's autobiographical novel, The Basketball Diary. The film tells about a 16-year-old teenager who plays basketball and writes good poetry, but as soon as he tries drugs for the first time, his life goes downhill and degenerates. DiCaprio unsuccessfully auditioned for the role of Robin in Batman Forever, and was eventually played by Chris O'Donnell. 1996 to 2001. In 1996, DiCaprio starred as Romeo Montague, appearing opposite Claire Danes in Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet. The film is an interpretation of the tragedy, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. But the action of the play is transferred to the present day. For his performance, the actor received the Silver Bear Award in the Best Actor category at the 47th Berlin International Film Festival. It was one of the first box office successful films with DiCaprio and his father's favorite film. Source unspecified. 529 days. DiCaprio at the presentation of the film, The Beach, year 2000 later. He again played with Robert De Niro in the family drama Marvin's Room, in which he played the role of a difficult teenager. The film also stars Diane Keaton and Meryl Streep. The film that brought DiCaprio worldwide popularity was Titanic by James Cameron. Initially, DiCaprio wanted to give up the role, but eventually agreed as Cameron believed in his acting ability. The film became the main cultural event of the year and was presented in 11 categories at the 70th Academy Awards. But the ceremony was accompanied by a scandal because the film academics did not nominate DiCaprio in the Best Actor category. In protest, more than 200 fans of the actor turned to the Academy with claims, and DiCaprio himself flatly refused to attend the ceremony. However, He was nominated for the Hollywood Foreign Press Association's Golden Globe Award for Best Actor in a Drama Film. It was his role in Titanic that brought Leonardo DiCaprio to the ranks of the highest-paid actors in Hollywood. In 1998, he was included in People magazine's 50 Most Beautiful People in the World. Source unspecified. 529 days. DiCaprio made a cameo appearance in Woody Allen's black and white film Celebrity. In the same year he played King Louis XIV in the film The Man in the Iron Mask. The film received mixed and negative reviews from critics but became a box office success, grossing $180 million worldwide. DiCaprio was awarded the Golden Raspberry Award in the Worst Acting Duo category for his roles as King and his twin brother. DiCaprio's next project was Danny Boyle's adventure drama The Beach, based on the best-selling novel of the same name by Alex Garland. He played an American tourist who, in search of a better life, comes to Thailand, where he goes to a secret island. The film also stars Virginie Ledoyen and Tilda Swinton. The tape, despite a good box office, like the previous film by DiCaprio, was not a critical success. DiCaprio was again nominated for the Anti-Raspberry Raspberry Award in the Worst Actor category. But this time John Travolta was named the Worst Artist for his roles in the films Battlefield, Earth and Lucky Numbers. Also released was the film Café, Don's Plum, filmed in 1996 according to the idea of DiCaprio himself. 2002 to 2007. In the early 2000s, DiCaprio showed interest in the American Psycho project, but turned down the role of Patrick Bateman, played by Christian Bale. DiCaprio, Scorsese and Cameron Diaz at the Cannes Film Festival. 2002. The first film for DiCaprio in 2002 was the crime tragicomedy Catch Me If You Can, directed by Steven Spielberg. The film was based on the biography of Frank Abagnale, who is known for his daring crimes dating back to the 1960s. The film received positive reviews from critics and became for DiCaprio one of the highest-grossing films of his career. He was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actor for the third time. In the same year, DiCaprio starred for the first time with director Martin Scorsese in Gangs of New York, about a clash between gangs of Native Americans and expatriates in New York. Scorsese initially wanted to sell his idea of the film, but after DiCaprio became interested in the project, he changed his mind. The film was a success with both critics and audiences. However, the Gangs of New York Oscars failed, not a single award out of 10 nominations. DiCaprio's work was highly acclaimed, but he was overshadowed by Daniel Day-Lewis. After working together, Scorsese and DiCaprio decided to work together again. This time, Scorsese decided to make the film, Aviator, about the American businessman Howard Hughes. DiCaprio spent about 1.5 years preparing for the role. The Aviator was a huge success. DiCaprio won his first Golden Globe and was nominated for an Oscar, but the award went to Jamie Foxx for his role in Ray. In 2006, DiCaprio starred in 2 films, Blood Diamond and The Departed. Edward Zwick directed Blood Diamond, which also stars Jaimin Hansu and Jennifer Connelly. The film follows Danny Archer, a young smuggler who finds and trades diamonds during the 1999 Sierra Leone Civil War. The film received generally favorable reviews, and DiCaprio received another Golden Globe and Oscar nominations. In both cases he lost the award to Forest Whitaker. In the second film, directed by Martin Scorsese, DiCaprio played William Costigan, a police officer who was infiltrated by the Irish Mafia. The film received the highest marks from critics, and the actor was nominated for the Golden Globe and BAFTA. 2008 to 2013. In early 2008, DiCaprio starred in Ridley Scott's Lies Constellation, based on the novel of the same name by David Ignatius. The film tells about the fight against terrorists of the CIA agents. For the role, DiCaprio dyed his hair and wore brown contact lenses. He believed the film would be similar to political thrillers of the 1970s, such as The Parallax Conspiracy and 3 Days of the Condor. In the same year, DiCaprio reunited with Kate Winslet in the drama Road to Change. He received another Golden Globe nomination. DiCaprio at the Paris premiere of The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013 and 2010. DiCaprio again worked with Martin Scorsese on the psychological thriller Isle of the Damned, an adaptation of the novel of the same name by Dennis Lehane. He plays U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels, who is on his way to Ashcliffe Asylum for the criminally insane on Shatter Island to investigate the disappearance of one of the patients. In the same year, Christopher Nolan offered him the role in his science fiction film Inception. The film was based on the idea of lucid dreaming. On November 1, 2010, DiCaprio's company, Clarified, bought the rights to film adaptation of Erik Larson's novel, The Devil in the White City. The book tells the story of the serial killer Henry Howard Holmes, who was responsible for the deaths of many women during the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. 33. DiCaprio also announced that he would play the role of a serial killer. The next project was the biographical drama by Clint Eastwood, J. Edgar, about the first FBI director John Edgar Hoover. In general, the film was received by critics poorly. The American Film Academy also did not award the film a single Oscar nomination. Nonetheless, the film earned DiCaprio another Golden Globe nomination for Best Performance in a Drama. The award went to George Clooney for Descendants. In 2012, Quentin Tarantino offered DiCaprio a role in his spaghetti western Django Unchained. DiCaprio agreed and for the first time played the villain, charming and at the same time cynical and cruel slave owner Calvin Candie, for which he received the 9th Golden Globe nomination, where he lost the award to another actor from the same film, Christoph Waltz. A year later, DiCaprio accepted Baz Luhrmann's offer to play in the next adaptation of Francis Scott Fitzgerald's novel The Great Gatsby. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but DiCaprio's performance was highly acclaimed. Source unspecified. 529 days. DiCaprio returned to Scorsese and starred in his film The Wolf of Wall Street. The film is based on the eponymous memoir of Jordan Belfort, a former New York broker who was convicted of money laundering and a number of other financial crimes. The film is the 5th collaboration between Scorsese and DiCaprio. After the completion of filming, DiCaprio announced that he was going to take a break from cinema. For this acting work, he was awarded a 2nd Golden Globe, as well as re-nominated for an Oscar and BAFTA. For an Oscar, DiCaprio was also nominated for producing the film. Since the fall of 2014, DiCaprio has been involved in the months-long filming of The Survivor, directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu. He played the role of trapper Hugh Glass, who was left to die in the wilderness in the northwestern United States in the early 19th century, but managed to survive despite serious injuries. Filming took place in Canada and southern Argentina and ended only in the summer of 2015. The film was released at the end of 2015, and on February 28, 2016 brought DiCaprio the long-awaited Oscar in the Best Actor category. Oscars were also awarded to González Iñárritu in the Best Director category and Emmanuel Lubezki in the Best Cinematography category. Quote closing parenthesis dot. DiCaprio received a number of other awards for this role, including another Golden Globe, BAFTA and the American Guild of Actors Award. The actor also executive produced the documentary Virunga, which earned him his first and so far only Primetime Emmy nomination for Best Documentary in 2015. On January 19, 2016, Leonardo DiCaprio received the Crystal Award for his contribution to environmental protection at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. With the creation of the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation in 1998, DiCaprio has committed more than $30 million to develop 70 innovative environmental projects in 40 countries. We are talking, in particular, about the protection of marine fauna or species of animals that are threatened with extinction. In March 2017, it became known that DiCaprio intends to invest in Love the Wild, which specializes in self-cultivation of seafood and their sale in frozen form. On May 21, 2019, at the Cannes Film Festival, the premiere of Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood took place, where the film was awarded a 6-minute standing ovation. Leonardo DiCaprio starred Rick Dalton and received 12th Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor in a Comedy or Musical, 10th Screen Actors Guild of America for Best Actor, 5th for the BAFTA in the Best Actor category and the 7th Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. The film also starred Brad Pitt, who played the role of Cliff Booth, stuntman, stunt double and friend of Rick Dalton, and Margot Robbie, who embodied the image of the famous American actress and model Sharon Tate. The film was highly acclaimed and generally received positive reviews. The Hollywood Reporter called the film Tarantino's love letter to 60s Hollywood, and praised its casting. Filming took place from June 18 to November 1, 2018. The film was released worldwide on July 26, 2019. Tarantino himself called the duet of DiCaprio and Pitt the best since the on-screen pair of Paul Newman and Robert Redford in the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. It was the first time that the actors appeared together on screen, apart from Martin Scorsese's short film, Prob, which advertised the casino. On November 19, 2020 in Boston, filming began for Adam McKay's new film Don't Look Up, starring DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. According to the plot, two scientists learn about a meteorite that will fall to Earth in 6 months. Astronomers go on a press tour to warn everyone of the impending catastrophe, but they are not believed. The film also stars Meryl Streep, Kate Blanchett, Himesh Patel and Rob Morgan. Timothy Chalamet, Ariana Grande, Scott Mescudi, Tomer Sisley and Matthew Perry will appear in cameo roles. The film will be released on Netflix on December 24, 2021. In 2022, DiCaprio will reunite with Martin Scorsese for the 6th time and, together with Robert De Niro, will star in the Western thriller Killer of the Flower Moon, which is based on the book Killers of the Flower Moon by David Grann. Oil, Money, Blood. The film tells about the FBI investigation in the 1920s in the Indian settlement of Osage, where an oil field was discovered, which enriched the locals who later died. The FBI sends undercover agents there to solve the murders. Filming was planned to begin in March 2020. And the film's budget was supposed to be about $200 million. Paramount Pictures refused to issue such a huge budget for fear of failure at the box office. Paramount was very unhappy with Scorsese and DiCaprio's script edits. Initially, Leonardo DiCaprio was supposed to play FBI agent Tom White, who is investigating the case. Now he will play the nephew of William Hale, Robert De Niro, Ernest Burkhart. In this regard, as well as in connection with the COVID-19 pandemic, filming was postponed to February 2021. In April 2020, Martin Scorsese began negotiations with Netflix, Apple TV+, Universal Pictures and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer to fund and distribute the film. It was later announced that Apple TV+ would fund the project, with Paramount Pictures as its distributor. The filmmakers intend to hire a variety of Native Americans, including artisans, chefs, translators, homeowners, landowners, and others, and also intend to shoot the film in the historical locations of the Osage tribe in Osage County, Oklahoma, where the events described in the book took place. The premiere is scheduled for October 14, 2022. Early in his career, DiCaprio developed a reputation for partying with friends. In an interview, he said, "People want you to be unhappy, just like them. They don't need heroes. They want to see you fail." In 1998, he sued Playgirl magazine for a nude photo of him. Carol Cadwalader of The Guardian said DiCaprio is polite, charming, joking, and makes eye contact easily. And with all this, he manages to hide his real identity. Life can get pretty monotonous at some point. The acting profession gives me the opportunity to live several lives. When I act in films, I go to different places, plunge into different cultures, explore other people's reality and try to get into the role as much as possible and convey it on the screen. It's incredibly educational. This is why I love to play. There is nothing more fun than what a movie can do to get people to care about something other than their own lives. DiCaprio on his love of acting. DiCaprio is considered one of the best actors of his generation. The fame after the movie, Titanic, only strengthened his status as a teen idol and hero lover, from whom he sought to leave. Leonardo stated that he was nervous about making big-budget films because of the hype and big marketing campaigns. He is attracted to scripts based on real events. DiCaprio described his relationship with director Scorsese as a dream come true. He admires his knowledge of cinema and thanks him for the skills he has acquired through him. Scorsese, for his part, said the following: "Leo gives out emotion where I least expect it and can only hope for 3 or 4 scenes. He can think of a lot more." Jesse Hassinger of the AV Club believes they both benefited from projects that helped define their careers in the 2000s. Agnieszka Holland, who starred DiCaprio in Total Eclipse, describes him as one of the most mature actors she has ever worked with and admires his daring role choices. Film critic Philip French wrote that DiCaprio's penchant for films about dysfunctional families and characters looking for a father hints at his own troubled childhood. He tends to play antiheroes and characters who lose their mental stability as the plot progresses. DiCaprio is particularly renowned for his ability to devote himself strongly to every role he plays. Colin Covert of the Seattle Times noted how this quality sets him apart from most of his contemporaries and makes him a movie star. Several publications such as People, Empire, and Harper's Bazaar have included DiCaprio on their lists of the most attractive actors. In 2005, DiCaprio was awarded the Commander of the Order of Arts and Letters by the French Minister of Culture for his contributions to the arts. In 2016, he was named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine. He was listed on Forbes' annual list of world's highest-paid actors in 2008 and from 2010 to 2016 with corresponding revenues of $45 million, $28 million, $77 million, $37 million, $39 million, $29 million, and $27 million, topping the list in 2011. The magazine praised DiCaprio's ability to star in risky R-rated films that go on to become box office hits. The Hollywood Reporter named him among the 100 most influential people in entertainment from 2016 to 2019. In the same magazine, Tatiana Siegel praises DiCaprio for being that rare actor who has made a successful career without ever acting in films based on comics or franchises. Stacey Wilson Hunt of New York Magazine noted in 2016 that DiCaprio, unlike most of his contemporaries, had never starred in a disastrous film in the previous 10 years. About his success, DiCaprio says, "My attitude is the same as when I started out. I feel like the same 15-year-old who starred in his first film." He named James Dean as one of his favorite actors. In an interview, DiCaprio said, "I remember being incredibly touched by Jimmy Dean in the drama East of Paradise. There was something so crude and powerful about it. His vulnerability, his confusion about this whole story, his personality, his desperate desire to be loved. His game just broke my heart." Personal life. In the 1990s, Leonardo DiCaprio met with the Danish model Helena Christensen. From 2000 to 2005 with the Brazilian model Gisele Bündchen. From 2006 to 2009 met with the Israeli model Bar Refaeli. On March 26, 2010, DiCaprio and Raffaelli officially announced a break in their relationship. Since the summer of 2010, they began dating again and planned to get married, but in May 2011. The New York Post reported that Leonardo DiCaprio and Bar Refaeli had finally parted ways. Since June 2011, DiCaprio dated actress Blake Lively. In early October 2011, a message appeared that they broke up, but promised to maintain friendly relations. In December 2011, it became known that DiCaprio began dating Victoria's Secret lingerie model Erin Heatherton. But in November 2012 the couple announced their separation due to the busy schedules of both. In May 2013, the actor began a relationship with the German model Toni Gern, which ended in December of the following year, source not specified. 529 days later, during a break in relations with Toni Gern, he also met with Nina Agdal and Lorena Ray. Since the end of 2017, DiCaprio has been in a permanent relationship with Camilla Moroni, an actress and model from Argentina. DiCaprio owns a Los Angeles home and an apartment in Battery Park City in Lower Manhattan. In 2009, the actor bought Blacador Island near Belize, where he plans to open an environmentally friendly resort. Thank you for watching my video. Go to the channel. There will be a lot of interesting things. Do not forget to like and subscribe until the next video. Mark said hello to everyone who watched his video. Bye.